Hello everyone, good morning. Here's Savita. Today is another unstable day. It was raining, there was sunshine, and now it's overcast again. So I decided to clean another part of the garden that we use very often when the weather is very unstable. Let me show you a tour of the terrace garden and the other seating area. I have a very large bushy hydrangea macrophylla here. It's the Let's Dance, and it's inside a ceramic pot, and it's sitting here for probably 20-25 years now. And the pot is very big. I don't know, you cannot see it very well because it's now all covered with this. Yes. So I can't move it anymore. It's too heavy, and it can stay here over the winter. It's been there, like I said, many years, and it doesn't break or crack because it's fired in very high temperatures, and it can withstand the frost here. And as you can see, this is just one plant. And it's actually the first hydrangea that I ever had since we moved in this house. And that's over 30 years now. This terrace is enclosed with boxwood hedge all the way, at least west side and south side is the west. And that's our grill. And the south side over here. So I also have a boxwood hedge here, but there's an opening here because we planned to put a stair, but I think that will never be because I planted the fig tree there and it's now taking over. So maybe I'll be planting some flowering perennials there. I actually planted an annual here, zinnia, and a spider plant, spider flower. And I trained the kiwi to move to the terrace. So I'm expecting this kiwi to just climb up here all the way to the west side. So there will be the boxwood down and the kiwi vine all around here. We have a wire where it can climb. And that's my umbrella stand that I have to paint again, refurbish. I have several containers here. They are all in ceramics, and they all stay outside in winter. Just like I said, they are all fired in a very high temperature, so they don't break in winter. So this is how our terrace look like. So this is the north seating area. So we can just go from the terrace to this area. And I have a small table here that I covered with vinyl because it's a mosaic table. And I just want to protect it from the rain. And under are some wood that we use for barbecue, or when we just use the big grill here for fire. And this is a very old container here that I use to store some wood or whatever And sometimes we use it to put drinks when we have a lot of visitors and just put ice in there. So there are always some cold drinks inside. And now I just repurpose it. I just put some geraniums here. I have 2 containers here. And I planted a spider flower plant, this white one here, and some giant hyssop. There are bees right now. Aren't they beautiful? I just love them, the bees. And I had a white flowering lupin, but it's done now, so I cut it all the way down. And these are zinnias. I think I planted like 2 or 3 in this big pot. And I planted a fast-growing climber. It's an annual. It's a bellflower variety. And it climbed the trellis here all the way up. And I plant it every year. Because I have to paint the trellis and the post here. And I don't have time. So I said, okay, I'll just plant something to cover it. And it looks very beautiful. There are flowers up there already that opened up. I don't know if you can see it. It's in purple and white. And there are a lot of buds here, down here right now. And they'll be opening as soon as the sun shines, I guess. And in winter, they'll just dry up. And I can just pull them down in springtime. And hopefully I will have time to paint the trellis then, before I plant the next one. So guys, this is the area where we can sit down and enjoy the garden when it's windy and raining a little. We can still stay outside here because it's under the roof. And just like I said, since the weather is very unstable and it's, yeah, I prefer to sit down on the terrace because it's just cozier, I think, because of the fireplace there. But we can also sit here. We can also make it cozier. We have an insert on this table. This one over here is a table fire. So we can just take this container here where we can actually put ice for drinks and just replace that here. And then we'll have a cozy evening. Anyway, I would like to change the painting here to a very big mirror so we can see the garden when we're sitting in that area. But for now, the painting is fine. This is one of my first oil paintings, and I take it inside in winter time. So guys, I'll be sitting now and enjoying the garden a little here, and I hope you enjoyed the mini tour of these 2 sitting areas of mine here in the garden. And I hope to see you again next week. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Bye.